But listen,
Respectfully, Your Honor,
Miss Pugh,
we're
don't
not
speak over me.
incarceration.
Miss Pugh, just because you say respectfully does not mean that you get to interrupt me. That's disrespectful, right? Hang on. Listen, Miss Pugh, stop talking over me. If you want to stop talking over me.
Where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
You can go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff.
All right,
Get your own
guys,
attorney or
today we've
represent
got a
yourself
super
if you don't
strict
like it.
judge and a silly sovereign citizen going head to head. This girl came in holding a tiny piece of paper with that usual sovereign citizen nonsense. Like she thought she could just walk in, say a few magic words, and leave without handcuffs. Honestly, I'm shocked this sovereign citizen girl can even read at all. So yeah, this one is going to be very interesting. Tell me in the comments what you think about this silly girl. And let's dive in to watch how this crazy hearing goes down.
Good morning. Are you Janetta Pugh?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the what?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the beneficiary of what estate? Answer my questions, please, ma'am. I'm just trying to understand.
Beneficiary of that estate.
Okay.
For the record, I recognize Ms. Pugh. She's been here before.
I do as well, for the record.
And I looked into Mr. Christopher Wiley. I can't find that person as a practicing lawyer in the state bar page, and I have not been contacted by anybody on Ms. Pugh's behalf.
All right. So, Ms. Pugh, Mr. Lewis has been appointed to represent you at this point. Obviously, you know as well as anyone that you're in custody and we want to get your case taken care of. If you've hired or your family has hired another lawyer, then they have to contact the court so that we can do something with your case. And do you know if they've hired someone?
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree with your appointed foreign agents, considering that the first duty is to the state and will be considered conflict of interest. Your Honor.
Okay, so if you don't want, the only thing I can do, I'm appointing an attorney to you to help you, right? So if you don't want a court-appointed attorney, then your only option, two things. One is to represent yourself or to hire a lawyer. So if you don't like the way it works, then you do something different. So are you, listen to what I'm saying. Are you either going to represent yourself, or are you going to let Mr. Lewis represent you, or are you going to hire someone?
Objection, Your Honor. Respectfully, is this a court of record?
It is a court of record. So your objection's overruled.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
It's right here. It's called an indictment. And Mr. Lewis has a copy of it, and he can show it to you. So that would be the verified claim against you.
Okay. Your Honor, respectfully, Your Honor, there were writs that was filed to the case that still haven't been received.
I've received your petition for writ of habeas corpus, and it's denied.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, I demand to be released due to lack of evidence of stated claim and not being given the proper opportunity to obtain proper counsel, defective defense.
It's overruled.
Nope,
You're
this
running
is
out,
not
aren't you?
fine at all.
It's fine.
You're just making yourself look totally silly right now. And honestly, we're all enjoying it. I really like how the judge is just sitting there, calmly waiting for this girl to finish her crazy sovereign citizen script. It's actually really funny, because these people think they found a secret law cheat code. But that's not how laws work at all. Courts have already said 1,000 times that saying, "I don't consent," doesn't make your charges disappear. That's just not how it works. And honestly, I'm still surprised this sovereign citizen can even read, because that's super rare in this group. But really, how did she even get this far? What was going on in her head? She seems like a polite girl. She even says, "Your Honor." But she's totally lost and grabbing at straws here. Tell me what you guys think about her, because I don't get it. It's one thing to read this script online, but to actually use it in court? That's just so confusing to me. Anyway, let's jump back in, because this is not finished yet.
So here's the thing, Miss Pugh. I appreciate your position, but listen,
Respectfully, Your Honor,
Miss Pugh,
with
don't
my
speak over me.
incarceration- Respectfully, Your Honor, with my incarceration.
Miss Pugh, just because you say respectfully does not mean that you get to interrupt me. That's disrespectful, right? Hang on, listen to me. Everything you have there is overruled. And here's one of the reasons why, is because you have a lawyer. And your lawyer will file the appropriate motion. You're interrupting me again, which is disrespectful. So I'm going to leave Mr. Lewis as your attorney unless you choose to represent yourself or hire someone else. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to determine what you're going to do. You can go back. You can go back with the bailiff.
I do not agree or comply to your appointed.
Go back.
Agents.
You already said that, and that's overruled.
Is to the state.
Go back with the bailiff.
Wow,
Get your own
that
attorney
was
or represent
embarrassing.
yourself if you don't
But
like it.
hold up, it's not over. This sovereign citizen actually came back on another day. And don't worry, I've got that hearing too. Honestly, the judge deserves an award for patience. Because dealing with someone like this is like arguing with a brick wall. Except the brick wall thinks it knows the law. Big respect to the judge though, she's trying to make sense of all this crazy talk. And I'm here for it. She's a bit sharp, but also really patient with the girl, which is kind of nice. What do you guys think about the judge so far? I feel like she's doing a really good job. Anyway, let's check out the next hearing. And see if things get even more heated than this one.
Perfect. So, Ms. Pugh, Mr. Jeffries has been appointed to represent you. He's trying to get caught up real quickly on all the information and the discovery in your case. I'm going to reset your case so that he can get all of that. Once he gets it, he'll be out there to go over it with you, and we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date.
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree to comply with any of the appointed court agents, considering that their first duty is to the state.
I understand. We've had this conversation before.
Confidential. And for the record, I'll be representing myself.
So if you want to represent yourself, there's some things. Ms. Pugh, stop talking over me. If you want to stop talking over me. If you want to represent yourself, then there is a process that we have to go through, and we'll do that today if that's what you want to do. We'll get your case set for trial and we'll go forward that way. It is highly inadvisable for you to represent yourself. Lawyers have many, many years of training. They understand the law. They understand how a trial works, because here's what happens. When you're in a trial and you represent yourself, you're expected to know and follow all of the rules of evidence, all the rules of procedure. And so you're really at a disadvantage if you don't know those things. And so you have to do everything just like the assistant district attorney would. And if you don't, you're going to be in front of a jury and it's going to show, and it's just not going to be, it usually does not work out in your benefit. But I have to go through with you some questions first before we do that. And then if you still want to do that, then there's a couple of options, and we'll go over those as well. Okay. So I am supposed to ask you, I'm going to go through these questions. I need you to answer them if you want to represent yourself, because this is required. All right. So have you ever studied the law? Okay. Have you ever represented yourself before in any kind of criminal matter? Okay. Do you understand the charges against you?
I know been accused of.
Okay. And so do you know, and we've gone over before, I think, what the range of punishment is if you're found guilty on a jury? Do you know what that is? Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me pull you up here. We'll go over that again as well. The date of that allegations from June 22nd of 2021. And what that means is if you're found guilty, that the range of punishment that the jury could give you is between 2 years as a minimum punishment up to 10 years in prison, anywhere in between. Do you understand? And you answer out loud just for the record.
Oh my God, I knew she was going to say that right there. These sovereign citizens are literally messing with my brain. And I feel like I lose brain cells every day breaking them down. They're just so stubborn and clueless, it's actually sad. And the worst part is, they waste so much time and money for the courts. Like, the courts don't have endless resources. But these people think they can waste it all with their nonsense. And guess what? This time she didn't even bring her little script. Maybe that night in county jail made her memorize it. But if she tries to represent herself, she could be looking at 8 to 10 years in prison. So let's dive back in and see if she really wants to defend herself. Because that is not going to go well for her.
I don't understand, Your Honor.
So here's the thing. If you want to represent yourself, by law, you have to be able to understand these things. Otherwise, I've got to appoint an attorney for you. So you can't just say, I want to represent myself because I don't like the attorney or I don't like the process. This is the process that you're in. You live in Texas, you live in the United States. This is the law that applies to your case. So what do you not understand about the range of punishment if you're found guilty? And I'd be glad to explain it.
I don't understand because I've never even been wrong.
That's what a jury's for, right? And so if you say you're not guilty, then you go in front of a jury and they determine after they listen to the evidence if you're guilty or not. That doesn't have anything to do with if they find you guilty, you understanding that they could send you to prison for between 2 years and up to 10 years. Do you understand that part? What are you, yes or no? No, you don't understand that. So, Ms. Pugh, it's my understanding, I'm not going to allow you to represent yourself because you don't understand the law and the process. So we're on question number 4 out of 15 that I'm supposed to ask you. So Mr. Jeffries is going to stay on your case.
I don't know when Mr. Jeffries on my.
I don't care what you want at this point. You can't do it. All right, you can go back with the bailiff. I'm done. Go back with the bailiff.
He's not on my case.
Go back with the bailiff.
He's not on my case.
Welcome to the criminal appointment list.
Yeah, fun, Judge.
This was not meant to be any kind of punishment, I promise. So Mr. Jeffries, get ready like you would. Probably it's going to go straight onto a jury.
I
We'll
think this
just get it
judge did
figured
an
out that
amazing
way.
job, like 10
right.
out of 10. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like she did everything she could to give this girl a fair chance before finally tossing her out. The judge had so much patience, I would have lost it in 10 minutes. It's honestly kind of sad to watch though, because the judge was really trying to give her chances to explain herself. But we all knew where this was headed. And I'm sorry if any of you lost brain cells watching this. Because these sovereign citizens are super cringy. But at the same time, they're just too entertaining to watch. Seeing them squirm in front of the judge is like watching a bad dance. No rhythm, no moves, just total fail. But that's exactly what happened here. Tell me in the comments what you thought about this hearing. Did the judge handle it right? If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, because I'll be posting every single day. Thanks so much for watching, and take care everybody.